Hello, everybody. How are you doing? So, I'm doing Gemini's Love Tarot readings for March 2020. Okay, so please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell button if you want more uploads. The first card that I have for you is the Three of Shells card. This is a card of celebration. So, for my previous readings, I did Aries, Taurus already. Celebration showed up. It could be my energy because, like, I've been pretty hyped lately. I've been like happy and joyful. Okay? But we're in 2020. We're in the second month of 2020 as I'm doing this reading. And so there's a lot of people. Well, Valentine's Day was yesterday. So it's just an energy of joyfulness, okay? So that may be what's being picked up in this reading, although I asked about the month of March, okay? So the celebratory energy has to do with like social gatherings, just being joyful and happy around those that you love, okay? So that energy may be continuing over into the month of March. Okay, so the next card is the Magician. So the Magician card is about like maybe finding that magical partner, that perfect partner, like that you've been waiting your whole life for, okay? And the funniest thing is because you were in a mode of celebratory energy. Maybe you were doing something you really enjoyed doing, and as you were like radiating joy, because of whatever reason, maybe perhaps you attracted your match, the perfect partner for yourself. Maybe perhaps you're manifesting this person on purpose, and maybe perhaps it happens on accident. Okay, but this is a really special connection because the next card here is the Six of Roses. Okay, so this is like the marriage card. Okay, so that's like totally amazing. Okay, so like I said, I could be picking up this energy because I shuffled the cards the day after Valentine's. Okay, so anyway, so this is a good card. Like it looks like your future with this person looks pretty good, but I know that there are different issues to maybe consider. Okay, so keep it in mind. Just because it looks good right now, maybe there's some issues that need to be worked through. Okay, so so this energy that we saw so far could be the energy of this King of Shells. Okay, so this King of Shells could be the Gemini, or Gemini, this could be your cross watcher. Okay, your love interest energy. Okay, so this is the visionary. So the visionary is a person who is very intuitive. This person so the reason why the magic may be happening could be because, and excuse the siren noise outside. Okay, so anyway, this visionary could have manifested this love situation into being, okay? Because we have the Magician card show up. So this could be by accident, or it's just by his sheer intuition, okay? By his sheer intuition, like he trusts his gut and he's saying, okay, I know who my partner is, okay? So this could be you, Gemini, or this could be your cross watcher, okay? Is there anything else that I have to say about this visionary? Okay, so this visionary is looking for real love. He's the type of person who probably wants to like create a family. And the reason why I say that, that's what I think when I see the card. We have the transformation card coming up after we have the visionary card. So something about a transformation. So it's like this masculine energy sees the partner of his dreams, and it's like transforming his heart chakra energy. I'm not sure. It's like, I don't know, he's an intuitive person, and it's almost like, oh wow, I can see a future with this person. And it's like kind of touching his heart and maybe pulling his head from out of the clouds, maybe, and helping him to focus more on something like that he can see and feel like, I want to build a future with you. That opposed to, I'm going to build a future with you. So this person is going through a transformation of how he sees his future and what he's going to do to make his future work. Okay, so that was what the death card was about. I was just showing you the person it was about. You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. Okay, so this is what's going on with his emotions. Like he already saw the partner that he wanted to manifest with a life with, like a marriage with, and so The Six of Shells card here is a card about joy. So this King of Shells, he's like envisioning marriage and children. He's like thinking, well, in all honesty, this could be, remember that we started off the reading with the celebratory energy going on. So this could be, like I said, this is maybe Valentine's energy still leaking out into this reading. So it has something to do with people being happy and being themselves. Maybe getting a day off, spending time with your partner, getting a day off in general, spending it on your hobby. Some just people are in happy energy, good energy. And so um okay, so we're talking about the visionary, something about, right, joyful. Because when I was doing the reading for Gemini, wait, I'm sorry, Taurus, like I mentioned, like the joyful energy, um like there's a sense of childlike innocence that is going on here. So I wonder if for this king, his ability is okay. I have something else. Maybe perhaps he's seeing the partner that he wanted from when he was a child. Like, this is what I always wanted. Okay, that might be what this Six of Shells card is about. I've always wanted this. I was being my complete self and I found something that I always wanted, and it's like touching my heart and I'm so joyful. It's something about joy. And actually that's what's written on the card. Something about joy, like finding your happy place and all of a sudden everything comes into being just the way it's supposed to be. Like everything manifests as if by magic. For some reason in the month of March for Gemini's, or for Gemini's cross watcher. Which is Gemini's reading, so it's going to affect Gemini if that king's energy is the cross watcher. Okay, so anyway, so as I stated, somebody is in really, really joyful energy, and I don't know how to describe it. It's something about being your true self. I'm talking about your inner child. Okay, the joy you experience, like when your inner child is being true to itself. Okay, so when you want to jump, when you want to, it's like you're being yourself unapologetically, and as you're finding yourself, because we've been going through a time period where we've been like getting in touch with our inner youth, our younger self. This has been going on for a couple months, okay? The energies have been transforming. My cards have been like showing up in horizontal position, and people's signs, like the energy of the signs have been changing. Lots of things have been shifting. But basically what it comes down to is the fact that for some blessed reason, we're getting in touch with our inner child. Who are you really? Okay? Because if you forgot, if life made you forget, all of a sudden you're finding it. And so, as you're finding who you really are, who you used to be, who you always have been, like it's bringing out the real you. It's not because you're conforming to everybody else. So this Nine of Gems card here has to do with like when you're in your true authentic self, the cool you that used to be. It's like it's attractive, okay? Because you meet somebody else who's operating in their cool energy too of who they truly are, and that's what's going on here in this reading. And sorry for that sound. That's some type of aircraft. Okay, so what's going on with this king? I already kind of explained it already. So this King of Shells is like he says, I see what I want. I know what I want. But then we shift over because we had the death card in between. He shifts over from I see what I want, I know what I want, I can feel it in my gut, to no, I'm about it. I'm about it. I have the job that I want. I have the status, the friends. It's like he's more grounded. He's not just saying I want. He's like, look, I was going to say, look, baby. It's like, look, I have everything you need. It's right here. I'm ready to offer to you. It's kind of like that shift. And so this is a March reading. So we can see what happens. But basically, it doesn't even have to be that he's proposing, but it's like a mindset thing. So it's like, I see it. I really want it. I'm ready for it. Okay? So that doesn't mean he proposed. It just means that he's shifting as a person. So the next card here is the Six of Wings in the reverse position. So this is a card of passage. So it's like, so this is like the Six of Swords card reversed. So it's like somebody's trying to shift over. They're saying, okay, I know what I want. I no longer want to stay in lack of a partner. I know what I want. Now I'm ready to get it. But the problem is because the card is in the reverse position, there's some type of obstacle blocking you from getting what you desire. So I don't know if it's a travel plan that you have to make to get to this person or something, but it's kind of like you're trying to move toward your goal, but you're not successful at the very moment. Okay, and that could be a mental thing too, because there was a mental transformation from this King of Shells to the King of Gems, okay? Of something being on solid ground and ready to move forward. So, so I don't really know. So this card, I already said the king might have already mentally made his shift already. So maybe this card is just in the literal sense. Like, I know what I want. I'm grounded. I know what I want. Now I'm ready to get it. But now I can't make the plans because of this or because of that. Okay. Okay, so the next card here, I already stated we had the Six of Roses card, which was a card of victory. So this is kind of confirming that marriage was relevant. We have the Hierophant card here. The Hierophant. It's a card of tradition, but it's flipped in the reverse position. So the funny thing, I mentioned inner child. It's something about our inner child. Like, who are you really? Okay. So when this card is in the reverse position, if the magical partner of this King of Shells, if they were already in a relationship, it seems like they just met each other at a celebration, but they could have already been in a relationship, but maybe perhaps something. Okay, so the trouble comes with this card. Okay, the trouble comes with this card. So we seem to have the King of Gems maybe trying to make something manifest, but there's some type of obstacle or block here. So I am not sure if somebody said something that caused a problem. And so I don't want to bring up inner child, but the inner child issue, because when this Hierophant card is in the reverse position, it has to do with somebody maybe being childish or something. Okay. So so I don't know how, it's kind of like I'm saying this is about marriage, but because it's flipped in the reverse, you're not ready yet. Okay, so the king made a change in his mind. He matured his mind, but in the physical 3D world, there's not enough stable groundedness to get this situation, this relationship off of the ground and into a solid commitment yet, because the Hierophant is a card of marriage, but when it's in the reverse, it kind of means there's arguing or something going on. It's kind of like, it could be petty things, but it could just, it's like, especially if you're a couple that just met. I'm not a guru of people like getting married to people that they just meet, because it kind of can have really bad consequences. But like, we live in an odd, I'm not gonna say odd society, but like things are being done in different ways now. But in this type of situation where you just met someone and then marriage is like on the table, and like, it's really honestly too soon, you know? So that's probably why there's confusion and obstacles and somebody maybe being childish, or I don't know, maybe let me see, straightforwardness is lacking or something. Anyway, so it's like we know what we want to get it, but they're like blocks. I personally think it's because it's moving too fast. Okay, so the Four of Shells card, something about a reevaluation. It possibly is something about boredom. Okay, so As I stated already, it's kind of like we live in an odd time where people say, I just met you, I've been watching you, we don't even know each other, but I want to marry you. And that comes so fast, and maybe it has some other indications behind it. But anyway, so whatever blockages and obstacles are preventing this thing from happening, somebody is impatient, and it will be the masculine energy is being impatient. And so he's saying, well, I kind of wanted a situation with you, or a relationship, or a marriage with you, but because there are these obstacles there, or, someone's being immature, all of a sudden, I don't know. I don't know if I want to wait this long. So it sounds weird because it's just in 1 month. So like for me, this flies way over my head, because to me, I would rather somebody to call me and text me and date me first before we even really consider marriage, and then like that way there won't be confusion. That's just the way I think. But so anyway, from the masculine's point of view, I guess the masculine wants to go fast. So I'm surprised there's not a fire sign king showing up here, because that would kind of be expected. Like a fire sign is like, I want what I want right now. But as we have these like different shifts in energy, it's very possible that the signs already changed energy. So maybe there's a fire sign energy present, but it's not recognized by the labels right now. Okay. So anyway, so noting that this was an air sign. I totally said it wrong. This is an earth sign. I don't know why I just said air sign. Okay. Wow. Okay. So anyway, so this is an earth sign energy. I'm not sure who became the fire sign as we had shifts. I didn't really study the dynamics yet to tell you. But okay. So anyway, so the Wheel of Fortune is in the reverse position. Somebody's luck is not working in their favor. It could be this king. This king is like, I know what I want. I want to build what I want. I want to offer something right now, but gosh darn it, I can't do it, and I don't know why. So he's like, well, I'm bored, so let me think about something else. The reason why I say that, I'm not saying he should say that, but the reason why I say that is because we have the Lovers card showing up here. Okay, so this king is I don't know how much time it's been since he was last in a relationship, or how long he's been checking out the other partner. It could be just in the month that they met, okay? But it could be that they just went to a social gathering, but they already knew each other, okay? So anyway, we have the Lovers card here. There's some type of attraction. I don't know what this means, because I assume that there was somebody who was kind of in love already up here. But that could be an assumption. It could be that this is the person coming in, but I very much doubt it. The Lover's card is not about commitment. It's about like a lover, So, and seeing as though the boredom card showed up, he knows who he wants, but he's like bored, so he's going to fool around and do something else. So that's what I see in the card so far. So we have the World card in the reverse position. So I don't know remember I was talking about inner child. So maybe perhaps someone's realizing they have outgrown a certain situation. And I don't know if this gets tricky. It could be getting tricky, because it almost seems like we start crossing over into old energies at this point. So I don't know if okay, that will be the reason why the Lover is an old partner. Okay. So somebody slept with their past partner and then realized, you know what, I'm too mature for that. She and I, I don't know who I'm speaking for. She and I, because that was the king of gems there. So I don't know. I said he, I don't, the funniest thing about this reading is I only see males here. So I don't know what type of relationship this is. This is a collect. I'm sorry, it's not a collective. It is a Gemini reading, but I only see the male energy here. And I mistakenly said he when I was talking about the partner for this person. So I'm not sure if this is a same-sex couple that I'm mentioning. So, okay, so the point is that we have the World card reversed. Whoever the past lover is too immature. This King of Gems has moved past that person. So with that being said, I wonder if, no. I do know for definite that this king of shells, this visionary, and this realist is the same person with their energy changed, because we had the death card show up there. Okay, unless it's about a Scorpio, but it's probably about a transformation in energy. So anyway, the whole point is that the past lover just won't do. Okay, so the next card here is the Three of Wings. This is a card of sorrow. It's like I'm not gonna say I want to cry, but it's almost like, why go back in the past and cause yourself pain? Whatever was going on in between the King of Gems and his past lover, for him to say he graduated for, I almost seem to think that there's some type of verbal abuse. There's some type of abuse going on here, because for you to sleep with the person and all of a sudden you are like, well, technically this is like a heartbreak card, but I don't know. I just kind of pick up some type of like verbal abuse or something, because it's like somebody with some toxic energy or something, where you go around them, you say, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry I touched that again. It breaks my heart. I mean, so I don't know what to say about that. It might be wise, since if you're watching this video beforehand, it might be wise if you're in King of Gems energy and you know who you want and what you want, maybe not to touch the thing from the past, because it's going to break your heart. So anyway, let me see. So now we have the Three of Wings, the card of sorrow, heartbreak. Now we have the Two of Gems. So this is a card of change. So this is like the Two of Pentacles. So it could be that someone is juggling, which really wouldn't make sense. If the past partner was causing you pain, why would you want to juggle and hold on to it? Okay? So maybe perhaps you're trying to consider, what are you going to do next? You know what you want. Then you kind of, I'm sorry, dirtied your hands a little bit and touch something you shouldn't touch. And then now maybe you're juggling in between your sorrow and your desire for the new person. And so the next card here is the Five of Shells card. In the reverse is a card of disappointment. So it's about overcoming disappointment. So like I said, they're juggling now in between like that feeling you get when a bad memory comes back to your mind and is like it's messing with your mind, and then the happy feeling you get when you think about the new person. You know, you're juggling between that. You're trying to go through a process of healing. There's something about moving too fast. I'm trying to figure out, what does that mean here? The Temperance card is like about taking your time and moderating things, but it could be that this new relationship is moving on too fast, which is kind of something I said previously. I don't know what to say. It's kind of confusing. So, we have the Patience card in the reverse. Okay, I know what it means, I think. I think it means that somebody, okay, whatever delay and obstacle showed up here, whatever was going on here that was preventing this relationship from moving forward, whatever arguments were going on, it's like now it needs to be brought back into the open. This new partner where things didn't move forward. So this Temperance card is telling us, instead of moderating stuff, instead of taking your time with it, I think you do need to speed it up. Let me think about it. So here it says to be patient. So instead of being patient, you might need to just go ahead. And the next card says, speak your truth. It's like you're like, I did the wrong thing. I know I did the wrong thing. Because I know I did the wrong thing, now I'm going to speak my truth, and I'm going to tell the person that I want how I really feel, so that I can heal this situation, so that I don't have to stay stuck juggling in between my sorrow and my desire. Let me go ahead and make something solid. Like, have the right idea once more. I had the right idea, but I messed up and I did the wrong thing. So because of that, I'm going to do the right thing, speak my truth. But then guess what? There's some type of problem because as you're speaking your truth, you still can't move forward. Okay? There could be reasons why. It could be something about travel. Like somebody had to travel somewhere, but they didn't make the plans. The plans got canceled. The plans didn't get fully confirmed. Something like that. So they're not moving forward, although this king knows who he wants to be with. What comes next? So then we have the Ten of Roses. This is a card of stress, okay? So maybe perhaps, what if there were children in the picture, okay? What if there were children, literal children? Although I don't think so. But there could have been children. So maybe he's a single parent. Maybe he has children to take care of. Maybe he has a lot of stress. Maybe he wanted another partner to help him out with some of his responsibilities. So somebody's overburdened. Maybe perhaps they were juggling in between children and relationship, children and work, something like that. And then, so the next card here is the Seven of Wings reversed. So this is a card of opposition. But because it's in the reverse position, it's like, it's kind of like the energy. Okay, so this King of Gems, he has like a whole bunch of haters around him or something. He has like a lot of obstacles to overcome. And I'm sorry, my card keeps making noise. I don't know what to say. Like, when I'm holding this card, I'm thinking about somebody kind of in pain. You look at the card a little bit closely. I mean, he's kind of having a straight face, but maybe he's a little bit in pain. Maybe he's like, okay, whatever he's wearing on his head, whatever crown that he's wearing on his head, maybe it's a little bit heavy. Maybe perhaps he is living and everybody's seeing him and saying, oh, that's the king. We look up to him and we expect him to be a certain way. So maybe he has a burden of pleasing everybody, or at least appearing as though he has it together, but really perhaps he doesn't have it together. Maybe perhaps he's in sorrow and he can't tell anybody because maybe perhaps it wouldn't stay a secret. I'm not sure, but I feel the energy of sorrow here. It's kind of like, I know what I want. I'm keeping my mouth shut. I know what I want. Why can't I get it? So I don't know if it's anger or sorrow. Maybe that's what's being juggled. Feelings. Feelings like, I know what I want. Why can't I get it? It's like some type of tug of war going on, and it could be emotional. So, so the next card here is the Prince of Roses. So, let me see. So, wait, I'm not sure if this is the past relationship partner. Okay, so because he touched the past relationship partner, is that where all the burden is coming from? So it's causing him stress. And so we have the next card, which is the Prince of Roses, the card of the mover. So what does this mean? I don't know if this is the king's energy here. I don't know if he's shifting into really bad energy. Because I said earlier something about fire sign energy of somebody who's, because of his behavior, he was like, I know what I want. But even though I know what I want, if I can't get it right now, I can't wait. Let me go to this other person that I already have been with because I can't wait. I'm not patient. Even if it was my lifelong dream, I'm so impatient. I can't wait. Therefore, I have to, do something else. So for some reason, this king was shifting into fire sign energy or something. He was being grounded at the moment. He knew what he wanted, but it's like his energy was shifting into fire sign energy, because at this point now, it's kind of, I don't know if exhausted is the right word to use, but it probably is. So this king is exhausted because he feels like he's taken on a lot of burdens and a lot of pressure to hold this crown on his head, because like he already doesn't look comfortable. It's not like he's smiling with a big grin and we see teeth, you know? He's like posing for a picture because he has to. But this king is tired, and it's almost like, okay, now I'm gonna let my guard down. Now I'm gonna do whatever I feel like doing. I'm not really sure, but it's kind of like now he doesn't want to be settled anymore. Now he is in the energy of, I'm trying to make sure that it's the same person's energy. The change card here could have been a change in the energy, because we had, as I stated, we had a king who said, I know what I want, I can see it. Then we had the king here who said, I know what I want, I can offer it. And then here we have somebody saying, I'm so exhausted, I don't care anymore. That's kind of not good. I don't know. It's almost like, wow. So you guys maybe can comment and explain to me why. I don't know what's going on in your lives, but wow, it's like, so the energy change. It's something about this lover. What is it? What is this? Mercury retrograde. What is it about this past lover that messes up this king so badly that all of a sudden now he doesn't care? I mean, that must be some serious verbal abuse or whatever is going on. So at this point, with this energy, this Prince of Roses is possibly going to sleep with whomever he feels like. I don't think he is going to move somewhere, because we did have this passage card here. So this passage card could have been about moving somewhere. It says it twice that we're not moving somewhere, because the Chariot card also said not moving forward, okay? So I think we have 3 times something is not moving forward. Whether that is a physical location or not is up to you have to figure that out in your situation. But like, somebody's not moving to a new location. Somebody may not be moving to a new lover. Somebody now has a single person's mindset, and it's because, I don't know why, who this lover is, but what came to mind is touch not the unclean thing. I don't know why. There's something in this masculine's life here. Something in his life here. And I think I lost the thought there. But it's like, this King of Gems was in a right mind space. He was connected to his intuition. He was being realistic. And it's something about this person that's so toxic that it's dangerous to his well-being, and it took him down a notch. So it's like, please avoid negativity. If you're a Gemini, if you're a cross-watcher to Gemini and this resonates for you, please be careful of who you associate yourself with when it comes to your sexual relationships, because there could be some type of demonic attachment or something here that once you touch it, it messes you up. It could be that there's sexual magic from the old lover. There's something dangerous here. Dangerous, toxic, damaging. Okay? So, okay. So we went from this prince now he's in fire sign energy. I want what I want. He's not gonna settle down. He totally flipped. His is, from stable, grounded, ready to make a good offer to now I no longer care. So I think this is the same person's energy. I don't think this is like a partner. Okay. So this is in regard to a marriage. It doesn't have to be a marriage, some type of contractual relationship. So I could try to figure out who was doing what, because marriage was on the table up at the beginning of the reading. Marriage, I think it's trying to explain in regard to the marriage, this person is now going to be a cheater. So I don't know if they're going to attain the marriage that they desired, the miracle person that showed up in their lives. I don't know if they're going to obtain it, but I don't know if their mindset now is, now I'm not stable anymore in regard to marriage. Like before, I wanted a marriage and I wanted to be stable. I wanted to settle down. The reason why I said that is because children was here. I don't know if he wanted to settle down. I have to think about that. This could have just been him vibing in his own energy. But I picked up, because the wanting to settle down was this king's energy. Like he's kind of a settled king. Like he has his family, they're priority to him. He has his job, he has his friend. Everything in his life is kind of in order and prioritized well. Okay? So now marriage life for him, and it may be a little bit confusing. So we have this person here, now he's hot and passionate, but he's not settled. This is in regard to a marriage or how he feels about marriage. We also have the Six of Gems card, which is about generosity. So this card technically fell out. I'm not sure if it fell out like this or kind of fell out kind of lopsided. So I just put it like this. But I felt the need at first to turn it in the reverse position. And then it didn't feel right. And then I turned it upright and then it felt better. So this is a matter of, I don't know if it's a matter of like your discretion, whether or not you're sharing. It seems like you're sharing with this marriage partner, like sharing resources, finances, and other things. It also seems like the relationship, the finances will be looking good. The question that I'm having is, what about your mindset? What about your mindset? Because even if you appear to be a perfect couple, but somebody's doing something in the shadows, or, you know, somebody's keeping secrets, it won't stay beautiful for that long, okay? So I guess if you watch this video ahead of time, maybe perhaps you can probably not touch the toxic thing you left in the past, and then maybe perhaps you may have a better future with the person you actually want to be with. So I don't know if that means you're going to take the time to work through these obstacles, and that way you might actually have the Hierophant card in the upright position, okay? Which means a marriage might actually successfully happen. So I hope you guys appreciate the reading, okay? If you like it, press the like button, all right? And or subscribe and hit the bell button if you'd like more videos, okay? I appreciate you guys listening. If you'd like a personal reading, look in the description box below, and if you'd like to make a donation, okay? All right, take care.